Welcome back, my adoring public, to more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we left off after having, I guess you could call it a heart-to-heart with Crow, but, yeah. Interesting. All right, let's load up. We've got a princess to find out more about. See what's going on with that. And also, they made Crow made fish burgers, and he's whoa. All of these have?
I can sense someone inside.
Yeah. There can't. Oh, this is It's not. Is it Vulcan? Yeah, Gideon. Gideon was the one who died. This should be Vulcan.
It's open. Come on in.
That sounds like
Vulcan. Yeah.
Excuse me.
We're just gonna have a nice friendly little chat with this guy? Alright. Vulcan. Nothing else. Not yet anyways.
Oh, it's you. You finished talking with C?
His name's Crow, not C. And he's never going to be anything else for me.
Oh, I know his real name. But to us, he's always gonna be C.
Yeah. Two different facets of who Crow is, I guess.
That's our leader. He might be young, but each and every one of us look up to him and respect him. Anyway, take a seat.
I guess everybody is gonna be. I guess now that we're not like actively fighting over something, we get to just sit down and hang out with them.
You got a whole lot of questions, I bet.
Does you asking that mean you're willing to answer them?
Depends on the questions.
Fair enough. So, Vulcan, what's your last
Just
name?
out of curiosity, how many members does the Imperial Liberation Front have left? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously.
Explosion back in the mine. Explosion back in the mine? The only mine I can think of is the Soxen iron mine. Was there an explosion there? Oh, there was. There was. The one that I got traitor vibes from Crow on.
Sure was. Anyway, 10, give or take.
You know, I guess these are 10 named members.
We lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled?
I'd figured, yeah.
Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds, but the one thing we had in common was that we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have any reason for sticking around.
So now they agree with Crow and that they're trying to clean things up, pretty much?
Can't say I blame them for calling it quits.
Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons?
Interesting question.
And that response makes me think the answer is no.
Can't speak for the others, but me, I don't really care how this war goes.
Alright.
I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war. And teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soldats is a job worth doing, even if it's a pain. If we disband, I'll find myself something else to do.
So he is just going along for the ride?
I see. I can't defend the assassination of the Chancellor or what you did near Trista, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband at least.
It'd be one less thing for us to worry about, that's for certain.
You're a funny kid. Being oddly nice to us after all the shit we caused, don't you think?
He can't... Wolverine doesn't really have the option of running up and down the ship swinging his sword at anybody who passes by, right? That wouldn't end well.
The cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Crimes you've committed will never vanish, but no one wants this war to go on longer than it has to. It's not as though you guys want war, do you?
That's enough of the niceties.
Oh, Vulcan's about to be like, okay, kid, let's get real here for a second.
If you've got time to worry about us, use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance or go against them, you've got a tough road ahead. whether you like it or not. Make sure to think long and hard before you decide.
Vulcan's not wrong, though. Like, Reen sides with them, there's a lot of fighting. Reen doesn't side with them, there's still a lot of fighting.
And if we end up as enemies again, show me what you got. On the battlefield, I mean.
Excuse me.
Okay. So, are we about to meet the other members too? Not Giddy.
Think I might have been too harsh on the kid. Still, yeah. He's probably perfect for the job.
So, it's pretty clear, especially after all those pulled punches back during the battle in Ymir, they're definitely grooming Reen for something. Who knows what it is, though. But, yeah, if they wanted to just, like, explode Reen, they could.
He saw right through me. He's not wrong, though. I should be worrying about myself right now.
So,
He seemed kind of different, though. Like he'd lost his spark.
did he? I didn't get that impression at all. Oh, right.
His sole objective in life seemed to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps killed by Osborn. Maybe he's just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done just that?
He did seem like he was just a leaf blowing in the wind. Huh. So I guess we're about to get a little taste of, maybe some of the demoralization everybody's gone through. It almost feels like V's lost some of his spirit compared to before. Oh well, can't worry about that now. I need to focus on what to do next. This is probably...
Send someone inside.
I'm gonna assume this is Scarlet.
And judging by the fact that V is in the next room.
Yeah.
Come on in if you like.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Scarlet and V. But, yeah, no Gideon, though. Gideon's definitely not gonna be here. Scarlet.
Hello there, love. I'd heard you came on board yesterday, so I did wonder whether we would run into one another at some point.
Hello, Scarlet.
Yeah. First,
Last time we spoke was a month and a half ago near Trista, I think.
yep, first soul that we ever beat.
Quite a memorable day for both of us, wasn't it?
Well, no, the first soul that we ever beat was some rando. The first soul that we beat in our own divine night was her.
There's no need to stand over there. Come and have a seat. I'll pour us some tea.
You really don't have to.
Everyone's being so pleasant. Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit.
Yeah, that's true. So Scarlet, I guess we're about to find out that everybody in the Imperial Liberation Front is like that? Lost their spark, I mean. Like,
These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the airship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose.
I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. You're right, though. It makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose.
Oh? I was under the impression that your family is a part of the nobility, too.
well, for Reen, that's technically true, but yeah, she's right.
Your father is a baron, isn't he?
He might be a noble, but generally barons aren't all that wealthy.
Huh.
We live a relatively modest lifestyle.
Huh. Okay, if you say so, Reen.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm sure compared to, like, how the Albareas live, it's modest. But, yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family was actually more well off than yours.
She's a rich girl?
And Scarlet, I heard she lost her old hometown when he went and built a railway through it.
What kind of family did you come from, then?
Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you're wondering.
So is this like an Elisa situation?
They were just relatively wealthy farmers.
Oh, wow.
We were almost local celebrities in a way.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
You're wondering how someone like me became a terrorist?
It probably has something to do with that eye patch, honestly.
It's written all over your face.
Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I heard that you lost your hometown because Osborn built a railway through it.
Oh, did C tell you? No, I suppose it must have been V. He never was one to keep quiet about things.
So, I mean, what happened?
Yeah, dude, something had to have happened for that eye patch situation.
Some things are best left unsaid, I think.
Oh, okay, not just yet then?
It's not as if knowing would somehow allow you to change things.
True, we can't change the past.
I suppose.
At least not unless Reen has some other undisclosed power, so...
You're so adorable, Reen. Now I know why C took a liking to you. What do you say? How about you come and fight with me and the other big girls and boys? It'll be fun, I promise.
But you guys are on the wrong side of things, though. Or at least the side we don't want to be on.
Please stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the tea. It wasn't just made with high-quality leaves. It was brewed exceptionally, too.
I guess a farmer knowing how to brew tea is pretty useful.
You're very welcome.
Oh, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance.
She's a swordswoman?
Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway? It's pretty unique.
I do remember Vulcan's Gatling gun, but I did not... No, it's a whip sword. I remember it's a whip sword. Huh.
Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria.
And you guys already know I don't know what that is.
The Arteria? Where the high seat of the Septian Church is?
Oh. I don't know where that is, but I guess that is cool.
That's the one. It's called a Templar sword, and it's a traditional weapon in the church.
So Father Kevin probably knows how to use one?
A few years ago, I was studying to be a sister and was trained in how to use it there.
Oh, okay, so she let something slip. Ha!
Surely you must be talking about some other church, right? You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church who use weapons like that?
Dude, when you've got some particular jokers running around who need taking care of, there's a reason why, I'm sure.
There are more things in this world you don't know than you could possibly imagine.
Oh, trust me, dude. There are plenty of things in Zemuria I do not know.
Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to Erebonia before my training was complete.
Okay, so the Holy City of Arteria, it's definitely not in Erebonia, obviously. It's probably somewhere completely different. Well, not probably, but I'm wondering if it's like a crossbow sort of situation. Oh well, I'm sure once she's on her deathbed, she'll tell us more about it too, so.
Oh?
Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair?
Dang.
And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
Alright, well. So it's a Templar sword that she uses.
She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be.
All of these guys are pretty friendly.
I wonder how much of what she was saying about being a sister was true.
100% of it. I don't feel like Scarlet was hiding anything there. She just didn't tell us a lot.
She seemed to really hate the Chancellor.
They all do. That's a prerequisite.
I wonder what she intends to do now that he's gone.
There's no one? Okay, this is probably Crow's room or something. Alright, that's fine. But now we've got all the ones over here. What is this? Butler Albert. Good day, Master Reed. My name is Albert, a butler in the service of the Duke. If I can do anything to make your stay a more comfortable one, do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, Bleublanc! He's just hanging out?
Good day to you, Reen Schwarzer.
What the? You're the Phantom Thief!
Yeah, you're that freaking guy!
You sure look comfortable. what are you doing here?
Ha ha! Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a guest on this ship as you are. And who would deny themselves the pleasure of a ship so beautiful? The furnishings are immaculate. The food and wine are positively sumptuous.
Oh my gosh. This guy really used the word sumptuous in a literal sentence. This guy.
And I am of the firm belief that it's wasteful not to take advantage of the opportunities life presents you. Ah, and speaking of opportunities, don't just stand there. Take a seat and join me in having a drink. You've been blessed with the rare chance to sit and chat one-on-one with the most beloved thief of our time.
Amazing. Such an honor.
I can't believe that's how you describe yourself. Well, what the hell? I'll have a drink. Nothing alcoholic, though.
Reen is such a straight shooter. I respect that, though.
Funny. I didn't realize you'd met Prince Olivert.
Yep. He has.
Ha! Indeed. There are few even among royals whose palate is so refined as his. Between our shared love of beauty and fundamental difference of opinion on the nature of love,
They're rivals.
he forever remains an endless source of entertainment for me.
Wow, that's a way more patronizing way of putting it.
I suddenly feel very sorry for him. What happened down in Liberl sounds pretty amazing, though.
Hey, I actually know what he's talking about.
I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Ereboni at the time, but I had no idea that was why.
I know why. Awesome. This is what it feels like not being completely lost for once.
Ha ha! That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, how I wish I could have shown it to you. It would have changed your view of the world completely.
It really does sound amazing.
It was pretty cool, can't lie.
Wait, why am I sitting here having a friendly discussion with a wanted criminal?
There's not much else you can do.
He has so many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
Ha ha! A thief of my caliber can steal much more than objects, Reed. There. I was able to steal much of your time and your interest.
I guess that's kind of a poetic way of putting it.
Perhaps I stole your heart as well.
There it is.
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where Prince Olivert is now, would you?
Dude, Prince Oliver's probably laying low, dude.
Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting against the Alliance.
Ha ha! I imagined Duke Cayenne would welcome a man like the Prince with open arms into the Alliance, if he so wished to join.
Yeah, his moral compass would never allow him to do something like that.
To my knowledge, he was always wary of the Chancellor himself. But I digress. I'm afraid not even I know where he is at the moment. However, I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding, the Crimson Wings is there with him.
Okay, so Prince Olivert and Viscount Arcade are together.
So the Courageous is missing too, then. Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Olivert to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
He expects you to side with him and he imprisoned your little sisters.
But think, these kinds of things are simply what the great nobles of this country have always done.
Yeah, nobles are trash. I've been saying that for a while, dude.
The War of the Lions, too, was brought about by numerous families of some standing backing potential successors to the throne.
I don't know. I guess I don't think, well, I shouldn't say nobles are trash. I don't think I would be too happy to be referred to as a commoner. Even if it was true, which it would be.
Emperor Dreikels, as a late arrival to the war, was a mere exception to the rule.
Emperor Dreikels was a... Oh yeah. His village was devastated, so that obviously happened, and he talked about it as if the war were already going on around him, so...
I wonder, does Prince Olivert think himself as the second coming of Dreikels?
Is that supposed to mean that he's trying to gather resistance?
One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
You can pick him, dude. Yeah.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a slightly different way from Dreigel's.
Banking on us.
Oh? Do tell.
Sorry, but I should be going.
Now Reen's stolen your heart, bro.
Thanks for all the interesting stories. They helped me work through things in my head a bit.
I'm pleased to hear it.
What the heck? When did he do that?
I will be waiting at the edge of my seat to hear which path you choose. Join us, and you'll be warmly welcomed. Naturally, I'm fascinated by you as the Ashen Knight's pilot, but I'm even more fascinated with that brute strength of yours. I would love the chance to see the power of an ogre up close.
Oh, you don't want any of this, bro.
I doubt it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
It's pretty interesting when you see it, though. Alright. So Bleublanc somehow managed to... Yeah, he slipped it on while we were standing right in front of... Wow, we can't interact with this dude again at all? Okay. Let's see... Yeah, let's see who's here. Oh. Oh. Duvalie, rather. So McBurn's here, too. Who could the last two be then?
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting.
So she's originally from Crossbell?
No, I mustn't complain. I'm doing this for the sake of my lord.
Yeah, the Steel Maiden.
Didn't I see her in Legram?
Who goes there? Wait, you're the Ashen Knight's pilot.
Dude, she's so spirited.
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros, Duvalie the Swift, right?
Have you no shame? Is it perhaps normal for you to barge into a lady's room unannounced?
I was not expecting the door to just open for us.
You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other, I swear. Learn your place!
Oh, okay. She really does not like Viscount Arseid.
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. I should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that.
You could have pulled a crow, dude. That's it? Oh! Everybody's changing so quickly.
So, now that we're understood, what do you want? Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
You're getting a little ahead of yourself, Duvalie.
Can you not jump to conclusions?
Yeah, dude.
Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own, but for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just her Steel Maiden she cares about.
I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No.
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the seventh, not the second. She is the leader of the Stahlritter, the great light which guides us.
Is she blushing?
Gallant yet beautiful, proud yet merciful. She's the strongest knight of all, and oh, she's simply divine.
Wow, okay.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is.
Yeah, dude, tell us how you really feel.
So the head of the Stahlritter is also a woman?
Yeah, the Steel Maiden, right?
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000, even 10,000 of you wouldn't be able to so much as scratch her.
Oh. Okay, Duvalie.
Okay, I get it. She's strong. Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stahlritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I see I've got you thinking.
I mean, the similarities are there, so I guess Laura's gonna have to strike her down so she can be the one true Ritter of whatever metal she chooses.
Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
Yeah.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that's enough idle chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side, then we remain enemies.
At least she gets it.
As such, we shouldn't be standing here being friendly with one another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask.
What other question? Maybe what her last name is?
You're not an enforcer like Bleublanc or Sharon, right?
No, she's not important enough.
Is there any reason for that?
Oh, well, I guess she's strong enough to be one, but maybe there aren't any open spaces?
Ugh, you just had to ask. Enforcers are selected by the society's leader, the Grandmaster. And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness.
Oh yeah, you've got to have a little bit of edge to you.
But just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, all right? I'm quite strong.
I didn't say you weren't, but it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you.
Yeah, like I said, she's pretty spirited. There's nothing weird or sinister or off-kilter about her.
You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence.
Okay, so she wasn't actually blushing up until then. Alright.
Now get the hell out of my room!
Jeez, dude. Alright, so Duvalie, obviously she still loves her Steel Maiden, but...
She chased me out. I'm really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden?
Man, as long as we don't have to fight her and actually beat her when we're massively underleveled, she's fine by me. That was her?
Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during our August field study.
Oh, okay. Alright. Who is... Okay, let's see who's next.
I wonder who's in here.
We got a visitor?
Is this McBurn?
Come on in.
Oh no, Zeno and Leo.
Excuse me.
Okay, so one of these probably has claims to Laius and whoa. This theme though.
Figured it was you. Sup?
Have a seat. Bourbon? I suppose not.
Yeah, dude, too young.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. How come you guys are being so friendly, though? I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now.
I feel like that might be typical of the Jaeger attitude, though. Like, these guys are paid to fight, not paid to, like, be emotionally invested.
We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day than sitting in a bar with the same guys the next.
Yeah.
Of course, if you would rather fight with us, that can be arranged.
Nah, we're good, dude. You guys are fine.
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you two down.
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. Fee seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine night.
Dang, these dudes think really highly of themselves, don't they?
Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious.
Crap.
Well, they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.
Oh, true. The dude did set landmines, didn't he? Those would probably suck to try to fight against. So it's okay, cool. I was like, another
Oh yeah?
another new theme.
Ranking 72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students ain't half bad.
Is that going off of the test that we took? Because I know, and when I actually went through it, you're supposed to talk to a whole bunch of people in order to gain more knowledge. I only talked to like one person and we were trash, so...
Brings a tear to my eye to see our little Fee putting her heart into her education.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates, too.
Oh, they're talking about Fee.
The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she puts her mind to.
They really seem like proud older brothers.
You got that right. Maybe joining the gardening club will make her a bit more ladylike, too. Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has plenty of time to develop on that front if she so pleases.
Wow. Being a Jaeger, dude, if you can handle it, it seems like it's the life.
They really seem to adore her, like two proud parents talking about their child.
Oh, okay. So they're her dads.
And yet... If you don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fee behind?
Oh, yeah.
After your boss was killed in a battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
Oh, Fee told you about that.
Yeah, she has a lot of questions for you two.
It sounds like you're closer to her than I thought you were.
Zeno was like, we may have to fight this one out, bro.
I trust this is simply me being paranoid. But you haven't tried making any moves on her, have you?
Don't gotta worry about that, bro. Fee was like 14 in the previous game, and Reem was like 17? I don't know, that's a little weird to me, but...
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did you leave her all alone?
Well... We had our reasons. Let's leave it at that.
Dang, dude. Nobody wants to talk! Ugh.
I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
He's not wrong, though. I thought it would be kind of weird for them to tell us and not Fee.
We'll be sure to tell Fee our reasons in due time. Until then, leave the issue be.
You got it, bro.
All right. I can accept that. Still, she's our classmate. In that sense, she's like family to me, to us, too. And we feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so.
That strikes me as a little presumptuous, but okay.
I want to be perfectly clear on that.
Fighting words right there.
Yeah. We've known Fee for like, what, 7 months?
Still, we'll remember you said that.
Why does he make it sound like a threat?
Returning to the matter at hand, you're sure you haven't tried to make any moves on her?
Oh, these guys.
Come on, spit it out.
They really are like two overprotective fathers.
But, no. No. I can't speak for this particular save file, but,
I was
in the
hoping
one...
to get a bit more out of them about what Zephyr is up to.
Yeah, it's never that easy, is it?
All we did was talk about Fee the whole time.
Which seems incredibly appropriate, so...
Oh well. At least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really cared about her, so it wasn't a complete waste of time.
That is true. Like, I didn't expect them to be that doting, but that's cool, though. Alright. So, the last two should be McBurn, and... what's-her-face? Let's try... yeah.
I can sense someone inside.
Oh!
What the?
Who could this be? To make him react like that? It's not the girl, is it?
Huh?
Oh, McBurn. Okay.
Oh, it's you. Forgot you were staying here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
It's pretty clear that whatever makes Reen go silver-haired, McBurn's got the same sort of thing. He called him like a half-blood or a demi-human or something, right?
It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
We're honestly just wandering around talking to people.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Mixed, that's the term he used.
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass.
I'm more interested in why his hair is like that.
So, what do you want to ask?
Like, what's up with the cotton candy hairdo?
When we ran into each other back near Bereahard, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time.
Yeah, because we were trying very hard not to die. That kind of took priority.
But what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even explain that one.
You gotta try.
It's just something you feel.
What?
What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kind of hard to put into words.
I just feel like you might be giving this your usual amount of effort.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Right? I feel like we know less about what's going on than we did when we walked in here.
Just watch.
Wait, that's not a usual thing with an orbment, right?
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic.
Okay.
And I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So it's like, okay, so that's his version of Reen's silver-haired form.
So it's just a totally unnatural ability.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Something that just gives you results, without the processes you'd usually have to go through to obtain them. You've got one too, right?
Yeah.
Well, true. That power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where the power itself is coming from.
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed into them.
So, no one is immediately popping out to mind, but I'm sure encountering more mixed people is gonna be a thing.
Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas.
Yeah, now he's dropping terms from games I have not played, that's for sure.
Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Pretty small? Okay, so he's saying his mixedness is far more powerful than ours then.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure you've got more questions, but sorry. I can't answer them.
And that makes sense to me. It seems like it's something extremely personal. I figured that McBurn would have one too, but it looks like McBurn's is not located in the same spot.
No, it's okay. You've answered enough already.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. At least now we know a little bit more about what that is.
I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, so how much of you is unnatural?
Me? All of me.
Yeah, I was about to say we probably wanted to get out of there.
His circumstances seem very different from mine.
Okay.
Guess all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense.
So whatever, all of me, dude is like, this guy must be several times, like, obviously he's way stronger than Reen, but just the power, the gulf in power became pretty apparent when he said that, so.
I'm sure one day I'll find out what this power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is. One day.
Right. And so now we've got one more down here, and then there's somebody waiting.
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir.
Yeah. Expecting Sammy and the girl.
Huh? It's open.
I'd be surprised if it weren't them, but there can't be very many other people it could be.
It's empty. Weird. I could have sworn I sensed someone in here.
Yep, she's just asleep.
Oh.
Bruh, she needs pants. I'm guessing Sammy's about to pop up and go, hold on there.
Looking at her lying down like this, she really is just a child. Maybe 12 or 13? Somewhere close to Milliam's age. How did a kid like this end up fighting with the Alliance?
I have a feeling that if Milliam weren't so stingy with her backstory, we could connect it to hers.
Who are you? Who's calling me?
Is she talking in her sleep?
She needs a shirt too, looks like. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Situation assessed.
Yeah, it's not a good look, Reen.
Location is a room inside the guest area of the Pentagram. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
How does she know that?
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Then again, she needs it at her age. She's got plenty of growing left. Wait.
Huh?
Good morning?
Way to play it off, Reen.
Reen Schwarzer, why are you here?
That's the golden question, isn't it?
Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it was. Sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder then?
I mean, we can leave.
Clown Soleus.
Oh man. It's not that serious.
No, it was just an innocent mistake.
Yeah, let's all chill out for a second, dude.
Whoa, can we at least talk about this?
No mercy for trespassers.
Jeez, dude, we can leave. Oh crap.
So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room?
Look, we can admit it looked extremely bad, and we probably should have waltzed out of here as soon as it was clear you were sleeping. But can we just leave?
Not claim! I really didn't!
But once you walked in, you fell victim to temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
What is she talking? What? She's about to get the Erebonian police called on us.
No, I didn't!
You've got a completely different narrative going here.
How many times do I have to explain what happened before you'll believe me?
I was making a joke.
Oh. Jeez, dude.
Had you any intention of harming me, Clown Soleus would have attacked you. That he didn't proves your innocence.
It really sounds like Reen just got done getting beat up, but we'll take her word for it.
Oh, right. Then what was all that for?
He did get beat up.
Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
Yes, please. As much distance between her and us as possible.
If that's what you want to do.
Yes, at least until you put on a shirt and some pants, dude.
You didn't come to ask me anything then?
Oh, Reen's always been able to come up with a pretty interesting question that I myself have not thought up, so let's have him pick his own brain for a second.
Well, no. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though, and just as much I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance?
That's a good place to start.
Why do you have a puppet just like Milliam's?
Also a very good question.
Just who are you?
Probably one of the best ones.
The answer to your first question is, I was ordered to do so.
Oh, I think she already said something along those lines, I believe.
As all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable to answer your second question.
Okay, so she's playing a Captain Claire, and she's not even our ally, so...
And as for the last one, I am unable to fully comprehend the depth of your question.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the princess. Whether you were ordered to or not doesn't change that. And it's not something I think I can forgive. See you around.
What, he couldn't exit on that?
Sorry, that was probably too harsh.
I mean...
I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances.
Dang. When you're right, though. I don't know.
But I do know that you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
What?
Is that a reference to Pedro or something?
That's the name of the place I belong to.
The Black Workshop.
It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
That's got a real Pedro in the something night. I don't remember what, but you guys know what I'm referring to.
The name doesn't ring any bells. And loaned. That makes it sound like... I suppose it's none of my business.
And it's not like she could really tell us much more than that anyway. Hey. Reen's signature move! There we go!
Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so holding any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind what you just did?
No, I did not.
She's so suspicious. I mean, she can dress any way she likes, but...
The Black Workshop? Loaned?
Yeah, it makes it sound like she's owned by them, dude. Which I'm sure is clearly the intent, but...
Sounds like stuff worth remembering.
Alright. Well, there's one, yeah. Pantagruel passageway. Oh, we can run in the halls here? Legit. Take that, Noble Alliance. Oh, we can actually go in here? Oh. Yeah. Ah, if it isn't Master Reen. Is there something that we can help you with? If so, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, should have figured I wouldn't be able to get through here. Nothing in particular. Please, keep up the good work. We could take those jokers, but then we'd instantly get swarmed with everybody else. And then it is we who would be the jokers. Oh. She still seems depressed, you say? I'm afraid so. It pains me to see her like this, to be honest. Perhaps we should inform His Grace about this? I can certainly see it having a negative effect on her health if she remains this way much longer. Whether His Grace will truly care, however, I'll give the issue some more thought. May I leave her to you in the meantime? Absolutely. Alright, so whoever this mystery female guest is they're referring to, we're gonna find her up here. But we're gonna chat her up. That's all gonna be next time. Definitely join me then for more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Bye for now, guys.